guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Now it's second down here. They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
On this opening possession, they'll face a third down and 5. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
And the Horned Frogs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Trying to find room. It's Cook. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Play number 7 on the opening drive, and it's 3rd and short. The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
That's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Important second down play coming up. They're going to run it here. So back-to-back plays, nowhere to run. This defense all over the running back so far.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Play number 10 of the opening drive. Can they keep it going here on 3rd and long? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And that one is no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Direct snap to the back. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
How about that, Chris? 3rd down and 2. They get just enough. I thought they might bring the sticks out to measure. It was so close. But they're going to give them the first down. That's just trusting your back to get the yards you need for the first down.
Going for a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
The Broncos will try to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Nelson bringing pressure. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. So off the solid gain on the ground, they go back to the passing game, but give up the sack that time.
Boy, what a big difference, Chris, between the run blocking we saw in the previous play where they got big yards, and here in pass pro, they just get overwhelmed by this defense. Great job of applying the pressure to bring that quarterback down for the sack.
The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And the freshman making an impact play there.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
And that sets up a return. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but The back's got it. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. QB decides to keep it here. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call. And they... in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his man, has the 1st down. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. And the Horned Frogs will have to kick it away. And the offense will punt for the 1st time this afternoon. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. And this one will be fair caught. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They're forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. To throw, it's Nelson. Receiver makes the catch. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it again. Pressure is coming. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
Second down and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Stop right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Third down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. It's a toss play to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Gets rid of it on the move. With the catch, it's Cook. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick this away to get the second half going. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. They get him down to the 33 after a solid.
33.
Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. So they have to come up with something here on 3rd down after the incompletion. Scanning the field. It's Nelson. He's looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. The defense with more pre-snap movement. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Making people miss. He'll go down, but that stiff arm earned him 1st down yardage.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the 1st half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that 1st half gave you the lead. Just keep working.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, BSU. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself. He just takes off and flashes the speed of the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run, because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
And the point after is right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the TCU offense takes the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Short connection to the tight end here. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Caught over the middle. It's Cook. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. And the Horned Frogs come to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw again. He'll take a deep shot. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Looking to scramble. And he's got his man open downfield. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. Recovered by the offense and good for first down yardage.
Oh, my gosh. The defense did what they needed to do to rip that ball loose. It's on the ground. But for the offense, they're extremely fortunate that the receiver himself was able to recover the ball after that fumble.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back to pass. It's Nelson. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's tackled after the catch.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
The freshman brings him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Third down after that running play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Fires it on the move. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll try the right here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Hoover. It's an out route. The catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. It's Cook. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Texas Christian. Now the all-important extra point. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. First down here for this offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Fights through a tackle. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looks right for a quick completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. The pass rush closing in, and he will be stuffed for no gain. Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on fourth down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it second and medium. There's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That's a solid run, good for first down yardage. Using his legs, it's Cook. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Biggest drive of the game right here. Regulation time winding down. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. Second down play coming up. Looking for a gap. It's Cook. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You know, you're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with a loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable to potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. It's QB sneak. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. Here we go. A chance to take the lead in the final seconds. And it's good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
After the clutch kick to take the lead, now they'll kick it away. The offense still a chance to tie this game if they can drive the field quickly. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And the coverage team will tackle him as the clock runs out. That will wrap up this game. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions.